Everybody, welcome to the Daily Dose of Doom. I'm going to be creating a video and explaining to you everything that's going on with YouTube because there's some major screwed up stuff going on. So stay tuned for that video coming up. Just going to give you some brief synopsis of all of the trending stories of the day and last night that I missed. There was a raid in Saint Denis. What they're stating is that there were like 2 or 3 people killed. A woman used a suicide bomb of some sort and blew herself up. There are videos showing some kind of gunfire exchange, but you don't see anything. So all you hear is gunfire. Real? I don't care. Doesn't really matter. That's exactly what is going on there. You can see the videos. I can take you through here, and you can look also in a speech made by Obama right here. Let's take a look at the speech here.
But that's not really what's been going on in this debate. When candidates say we wouldn't admit 3-year-old orphans, that's political posturing. When individuals say that we should have a religious test and that only Christians, proven Christians, should be admitted, that's offensive and contrary to American values. I cannot think of a more potent recruitment tool for ISIL than some of the rhetoric that's been coming out of here during the course of this debate.
That was just a brief snippet. What you also hear him state is that the Republicans are fear-mongering about possible Syrian refugees attacking in the United States, and that's why they're blocking entry of the refugees. Well, he goes on to state that these are 3-year-old orphans and widows that we're talking about here, and they're scared of them. Blah blah blah. Here's the thing. Show me some pictures. Show me some pictures of all these Syrian refugees claiming that they are just 3-year-olds and orphans and widows. Because if I take a look at Europe and I see all of the imagery of all of the invaders, all of those refugees, they're all young men of warrior fighting age. Where are all the widows? Where are all the orphans that you're talking about? I don't care what the November 13th attack incident was. I don't care. The whole thing is what does the American people want? What do they want? It's not about trading your liberty for security. It's not about security. You know what? We can handle it ourselves. As a matter of fact, how about you leave the White House and we'll handle this, right? Because all you're doing is screwing the pooch. That's all I got to say. And you know what? He wants to go after the guns. I'm going to show you another story upcoming here in just a few. A video that you could see here on Live Leaks really ticked me off. Is one of the things I watched this day. I was really ticked off. I wish one of these guys would be willing to take off their badge, go toe-to-toe, so we could actually change their ideology, right? Just go toe-to-toe, man-to-man with somebody who will set you straight on how to act. Look at this. Kneeing people in the face and repeatedly punching them. And guess what? It turns out the guy, it was a mistaken identity. Wasn't the guy they were looking for. And they beat the crap out of him. They ganged up on him, right? That's their tactic. Take the freaking badge off, go toe-to-toe. I guarantee you, I will change your ideology. According to Silver Doctors, according to this update coming out yesterday, there's like 24% of the eligible gold that J.P. Morgan's COMEX vault was holding disappeared. It just was withdrawn, or they did something. I don't know. Here is all of the other depositories. All of their received, none. Right here, received. How many were withdrawn? Right here, one withdrawal. Right here, look at their gold holdings and look at the withdrawal, right? What is that all about? Is something coming up and we're going to see even more withdrawals, and this is just the first one? I don't know. I don't know what this is all about, but 24% of the gold holdings of JP Morgan has disappeared. Argentine police have raided the central bank in a probe of alleged trades in future dollars. This all comes just before the presidential election slated for Sunday. And I guess it's about some kind of concerns that the incoming administration will devalue the peso. Yeah, but wait a minute. Hold on. This is something new to you? You just decided to do this before the presidential election? Well, I guarantee you they've been doing this for the longest. This is not something new. There are English reports from Reuters, as you can also see, which I'll leave links here. What you can see here is detained in Honduras, 5 Syrian refugees carrying Greek passports. Well, what they're stating is that they took into custody and are detaining 5 Syrian individuals who had stolen Greek passports on them, and they were on their way to the United States. Now, they state that none of these Syrian individuals had anything to do with the attacks of November 13th. I'd like to know exactly how they come to this conclusion. What did you do? Ask them, hey, did you have anything to do with that? No, sir, not me. Okay, we're good to go then. I don't know. Don't know. But that's what the news is. This right here is from the 15th, and there is a YouTube video that you can watch, and it explains to you that there is some kind of expected bio-terrorist attack for France. What are they doing about it? They are giving antitoxins to first responders and to pharmacies. Well, I find that very interesting that this is going on because at just Monday, there was a huge bioterrorism drill in San Diego, encompassing 11 counties. You're talking about San Diego, San Bernardino, Imperial, Riverside, Orange County, Los Angeles County. I could go on. Santa Barbara, all of these different locations out there. Now, we've seen other bioterrorism exercises going on across the United States in the past year. California dirty bomb exercise, Iowa, a chemical attack there, Indianapolis, Indiana, Georgia, Ohio. I could go on. The list is long that all of these states seem to be preparing for a potential chemical or biological attack of some sort. Now, France seems to be under the impression that there is an imminent attack coming, and they are preparing their first responders for it. It is interesting that, all of these exercises that are going on in the United States really are showing the first responders how to handle it. But if there's going to be a chemical attack, how about aren't you going to come out and tell the individuals that are going to be affected by these chemical attacks what that they should do to prevent anything from happening to them? I don't know. It's just my opinion, folks. Just my opinion. The pretender-in-chief says that, he's going to make one of his top issues of his final year. Final year, my ass. He says he's going to make it gun control. All of the other kind of issues that are really affecting the United States right now, and he's got to focus on gun control. Well, let me take you to that little place in North Carolina, Greensboro, talking about, hey, all of you people here, the locals, need to, sign a pledge of nonviolence. Turn in your unused guns. No need to protect yourself from a potential person who wishes to do you harm because, they've signed the pledge too. Yeah, they've pledged not to hurt you. Listen here, folks. Let me tell you something. The reason why these politicians have people that are surrounded them with guns, Secret Service, all of these other individuals that got guns to protect them, is because there's a potential for somebody to come and do them harm. Just like them, there are people that could potentially do you harm in the future. And, if you think that there's going to be anybody there to protect you when they can't even rush to a scene to protect you from getting killed now, what makes you think that they will be able to do it once all the guns are gone? Think about it. It's interesting, but probably has no connection. Probably. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, and a couple others, Oklahoma, a tornado outbreak has spawned 20 tornadoes in 4 states. Major damage in Texas. Abbott just came out with a letter to President Obama telling him to cram refugees up his freaking cornhole, and he's not taking them. And all of a sudden, he gets attacked with a bunch of tornadoes, right? Bunch of flooding going on, bunch of damage. So there you go there. As already stated in the news last night, Mexico opening door to Syrian refugees joins other nations south of the border in accepting refugees. Mexico can't even handle their own country as it is. Just like the United States, we have our problems, and they're huge. Mexico has them even bigger. You know, the military and the police can't even control drug cartels over there. So you're going to bring in Syrian refugees, and you can't even protect the border. Well, you don't even have no concerns about protecting the border. So you accepting Syrian refugees? Is it going to be like the Catholic Charities over in, Louisiana, talking about, well, once we receive them, we have no reason to track them. We don't, we have no way of tracking them. Are we to expect that any of these countries south of our border that are taking in Syrian refugees will have a way to track them when they can't even protect their country from their very own cartels, right? We see the huge firefights. We see all the action going on over there. Problems, problems, problems. Yeah, inane. Absolutely inane that the United States, who in the frick founded these people, right? Where is it signed that I signed on to have the United Nations rule over me in any kind of capacity whatsoever? You got United States presidents talking about, the rule of law. There will be the law of the jungle. 1991, we're talking about President George H.W. Bush, right? Talking about how we're going to have a new world order, and we have a really good, chance of having this new world order, and they will be successful. Well, like I said, it's all surrounded about the UN, because the UN part was in his speech, right? UN is warning Europe against backtracking on migrant commitments. What's the warning? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And all I'm stating is that all of these countries talk about, we accept a UN as having superiority over our sovereign country. I don't get it, man. I already know, though. I already know. One world government, right? New world order. Fuck it. Excuse my French. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, headlines. U.S. says it destroyed 116 Islamic State fuel trucks. They've been telling us for the longest that the Islamic State has been selling oil and making money. Who have they been selling it to? What? The United States good buddies, Turkey? Right? Who the hell they been selling it to? And now all of a sudden, you stumbled across 116 fuel trucks and you destroyed them all? Show me pictures. Where's the let's see the pictures. Where's the pictures of it? Oh, is that what they give you? That's what you're going to put up in, to confirm or validate the United States claims that they've taken out 116 of these fuel trucks? Now, obviously, there's got to be some kind of footage from the cockpit, right? We've seen that many times in other videos where you see them, a bomb hitting something. Show me the convoy of fuel trucks. Of course not, because it's all bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You've known for the longest, if they were real, if this was all truly not a frickin' stage, that they would have already known these trucks have been traversing the frickin' desert side, heading and selling oil to the partners of the United States, Turkey and other places, right? So all I'm saying is why all of a sudden now you start finding these convoys of trucks heading out with fuel. Man, it's all bullcrap. And lastly, because I missed it, there was an earthquake, about a 6.5, that hit off the coast of Greece. I think it was a pretty deep, it was about 14 kilometers west-northwest of Nidri, Greece. And they just give you a summary of other earthquakes right here in the fault of a strike, the result of a strike slip faulting on or near the regional plate boundary between the Nubia and Eurasian plates, the African plate. So it gives you all of the information regarding that. I'm going to make a video and I'm going to explain to you what's going on with YouTube. I did have a conversation with a YouTube representative with the person who represents the network that I'm with, and we had a 3-way conversation. I'm going to share with you some of the information that is going on with YouTube and why you will find that you will start making videos just like this. News all at one time. Very important video.